Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Laura here.
Hi Frank, Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels. Well, my next phone consultation was with Frank. Frank is a 65-year-old man. His wife just passed away 2 years ago, and he's readjusting to a lifestyle. You know, he does not have any children, no children. And so he wants to move down to Mexico. He wants to find a relationship down here. And so I says, okay, what are you looking for? And so he says, you know, a woman that's self-dependent or not going to be depending on me financially, that will have their own income, and that we could basically split our incomes together, and that maybe that lifestyle will be cheaper if they are single and we moved in together. So okay, and then I asked him what his income was. His income was $2,800 a month, so he can qualify for a temporary visa. That'll work out fine. I told him the age group that he's looking at is probably realistically 60 years old to and up. That's your age group that you're going to be looking at, Frank. Now, there are a lot of single women here, and so I'm not sure what they're looking for, but you could come down and check it out. He was concerned about the medical care down here, and I asked him, did he have any pre-existing conditions, blood pressure, anything like that, as small as blood pressure, but something like that. And he said, yes, he had blood pressure issues, took medication, but his heart was strong and everything. So I says, well, you're not going to be able to qualify for private medical insurance down here. So sort of take that one off the table. But you can qualify for a Mexican health care down here, and that overall is going to be free. And when you get down here, you can check that out, Frank. So he was concerned about working. He said that he was a finished carpenter, and thought maybe it'd be great if he could pick up some work down here, supplement his income. And so I told him, I says, the trouble with that is, you know, you hear of Mexico being very cheap to buy and build and everything. Well, the reason why is because the people are not getting paid much money. So a carpenter is probably getting paid maybe $5 to $8 an hour at the high end. And so I don't think that's a feasible plan for you, Frank. So it'd be better if you try to live off of your income. Now, if you had, let's say, some other income, you know, in the States, well, then you can supplement that with that. So I said, well, he asked about driving a car. I said, yes, you can. He's from California, so you can qualify for a temporary visa and then drive your car down. And he said he wanted to drive his car down. So I recommended, yes, definitely get your temporary visa. You can qualify and drive your own car down. That way you have the independence and the freedom to go around, because you may find that this part of Mexico isn't what you want. Maybe you want to live at the beach. You're from California, maybe you would like to live at the beach. So he thought about that. So that was sort of a direction I was showing him. I says, there's, you know, towns like Puerto Vallarta, which are very friendly for expats and finding people and relationships. So think about that as an alternative. There's some beach communities along there that are very nice, but not as many situations where maybe you'll find a relationship. You never know. But the other thing he was wondering about was, how about a Mexican relationship? So I says, well, do you speak Spanish? And he said he was willing to try. So I says, okay. Well, let's be honest, you know, as you get older, you know, you it's harder, you know, to learn different languages. So, but, you know, if he can do it, good. I have a challenge with it, but maybe he can do it. So, and I says, I don't have, actually, Frank, to be honest with you, I don't really have experience in this question because, you know, I don't run across it. And so just talking with people here and male and females and getting a sense of answering your question. But about a Mexican relationship, I really have no idea. I have talked to a few people, very few people. I can think in the last 14 years, I can think of 3 people that actually were in a relationship with a Mexican. The culture is different. Their values are different. Typically, you'll hear stories like, if you marry a Mexican, you marry the family. So they're very family orientated, and they're going to want you to maybe even help support the family. And if that's okay with you, okay. That's something that you may come up against, and that may work a while, but it may then, you know, not work a while, because it's not like you're going to do it for a month. You may end up doing it the rest of your life. I don't know, but that's some of the challenges that maybe you'll be facing with a Mexican relationship. I never say never, so I don't want to squash your dream about that. But so the plan was get a temporary visa, come down, drive your car, get acquainted with the area, reach out to people, see if you can, you know, again, you start slow and you just talk to people. Now, I got to tell you, Frank, it's very easy to meet people here. That's not going to be the issue. But so he said, okay. I says, give it a shot, you know, come on down and try it out. And again, you may want to check out some other areas that you would like to live in. Maybe there's, maybe you don't want to be in a relationship with a woman that's in her 60s or 70s or 80s, and you're looking for, you know, somebody younger than that because you're vibrant and, you know, and young yourself. Well, then again, you may want to go to places like Puerto Vallarta and that area there. You're going to have much more of a choice in finding a relationship that'll work for you. So that was my instructions to him, and you know, see what happens. For you that are maybe new to our channel, we have this phone consultation that I've been talking about in this video here, where you can book an appointment with me. There is a charge. It's $38 for a 50-minute to an hour conversation that I'll have with you, private conversation, and we'll go over what your needs are. I know that I can save you a lot of time, frustration, and money by assisting you. So if you would like to book that, and we'll get together on the phone and talk. Okay.